Take one. Hey guys, how's it going? Mikevisuals here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I tricked my Instagram audience into thinking I actually went to Bali. Yesterday I posted some stories saying, hey guys, check out these shots, I'm in Bali, and yeah, the reaction wasn't great. Obviously we can't travel in this period, but I'm going to show you how we did it. We just used a bit of Adobe Stock and a bit of green screen, and this is how it went down. So, coronavirus, it's affecting a lot of people right now. Obviously us creators, we can't even go outside to take a photo or video. It's not good, it's not good, it's getting to me guys, it really is. You saw the intro to the start of this video, and I'm going to be going through a quick step-by-step guide of how we achieved that, and yeah, technically I went to Bali without actually going to Bali. I'm going to be going through shot by shot of how I actually included myself and Georgia in some of these Bali video shots, and it was all thanks to green screen. I felt like I was in a Marvel movie guys, honestly. On set I was like, where's the Hulk or where's the Iron Man whipping out? But yeah, we didn't have the budget for that. But green screen saved our lives on this project. So the first shot was obviously of Bali, so a nice establishing shot. We've got the Nung Nung waterfall. Absolutely unreal place. I got that on Adobe Stock, super easy. I actually took a photo I grabbed in Bali around 2 years ago of Nung Nung waterfall and dragged it into Adobe Stock, and it just analyzes the photo and bang, it identified that photo I sent through as Nung Nung waterfall. I grabbed the one which caught my eye and whacked that into the Premiere Pro timeline and added some jungle sound effects. Okay, the next shot was of a drone, obviously of Nung Nung. So again, went to Adobe Stock, picked the one that kind of looks similar to the shot I used for the establishing shot, because you want to make sure the colors match. Super important. Obviously you can change that in post, but make sure the colors match as best as you can, because that will help with the realism of the shot. So third shot was myself in Nung Nung waterfall, and this is some behind the scenes of us at the green screen, and I took some videos of us there. Check it out. So when we got to the green screen studio, it was my first time being on a green screen studio, and I must say it was really cool. First shot, or first thing to do before the first shot, was to get the camera angle matched up of what I was envisioning. So the first shot was of myself, and I knew that I wanted to put the Nung Nung waterfall behind me. So George went on the Zion crane too, and just slowly panned towards me, and I was doing the classic look around shot. Although I must say, midway through shooting, I was like, I've forgotten something, haven't I? And yeah, I forgot the tape on the wall to use for motion tracking. So we had to rewind, add the tape, and that really allows motion tracking just to be so much more easy. Because imagine putting in a blank canvas of a green wall into After Effects and it has no track points whatsoever to track. So a tip, make sure you remember the track points when you're filming in green screen. It will save your life. So we spent 2 hours in the green screen room, and we got all of the shots we needed, made sure the motion trackers were on. After the studio, we got back, I backed up the footage, and next up was just diving in straight into After Effects, and probably spending, I spent a good 2 days on these, because it just takes a lot of time just to learn, not even just to do it, just to learn the process of green screen, keying out, masks, everything. So here's a quick step-by-step of how I got the first shot. Okay, so next up is motion tracking. That is our first task. I normally use either Mocha or After Effects for the motion tracking. Mocha, I normally find it to be a lot more stable, but for this example, I'm going to be using Adobe. To be honest, it works better on the classic motion tracking tab in After Effects. So the first step is to do that. Okay, so once you've got your motion tracking data, you want to be sure you've got a clean motion track, so all of the pinpoints stay on the exact point from the start to the finish. I always go through checking, adjusting if I have to, do a little bit of keyframing, but you definitely want a smooth and strong motion track. But once you've got the track point, you want to take all of that data in that tracking point and put it into a null object. So go to Layer, New, Null Object, and then go back to the Tracker tab and click edit target and select that null, and all of that data will be put into that object, and that's what we'll be using to put the background in to have that realistic camera movement. Okay, up next is keying. That was a challenge. I know I keep on referring back to Marvel, but the guys who have to do all these visual effects keying for massive studios, massive green screen studios, it's a challenge, and I'm hats off to those guys because I struggled with just this one, but this is how I finally got a clean result. So the first step is to go to the effects panel and select the key light effects. So the next step is you want to go to the screen color option and just click on that color drop tab. I think that's what you call it. Someone corrects me if I'm wrong. And you just select whatever background you want to be changing. If it's blue, green, orange, purple, red. I selected green, obviously, so I just pinpointed green behind me, and it did kind of like an initial fairly decent job at eliminating all of the green, but we had some patchy areas, so we're going to go in and eliminate those. So next up, go on the view option and select screen matte. So from there you want to go down to the screen matte option and just click the blacks, and you want to be seeing all of this black behind you be really pure black, no white spots or anything. You just want it to be really clean and no white spots around. And then you want to do the same with the white. So you can see these grey areas on me, so I'm going to eliminate those by using the clip white option. Okay, so once that's done, you've got a cleaner keying background now, so all of the fuzziness around you, which was in the initial green screen, is now gone. Okay, so your keying is done. So hopefully you've put the background behind yourself just to get the initial kind of glimpse of what it would look like. And now you want to be tracking the background to that null object. So you want to go to the background, make sure the background is selected as a 3D object, and you want to hold down Alt and just pinpoint the little squiggly line here, parent that to the null object, and boom. So now your background will have the same camera movement of the initial shot. So that's why we use the motion tracker behind me. So in post we can kind of track that movement, and it really just helps sell the whole scene. And without that motion tracker, it wouldn't look good because you'll have a background, you'll be moving all around it. It just wouldn't be good. It's not bad. So the next step is color correction, obviously. So you want to bring all the elements together now. And in my opinion, color correction really sells it. And the first step is to go on the hue and saturation tab. Okay, so I'm going to bring the hue and saturation up. And I want to kind of bring down the saturation a bit. And now the curves tool to make the background a bit darker. To be honest, I could be telling you bring the curves to, I don't know, -2, but it really does depend on your environment and what kind of scene you're trying to create. So just choose all of these based on the environment you're trying to make. All right, next up is levels. We're just gonna add a bit of levels. Okay, another really important thing to bear in mind is focal length. So this shot was supposedly shot on a 24mm, moving in, and backgrounds kind of blurred out behind. However, because obviously we shot this in a green screen room, I'm super sharp right now. So I'm gonna eliminate a little bit of sharpness by adding in a camera lens blur and set that to 0.5 or even more. You just don't want it to be so obvious that I'm so sharp and people will be like, that doesn't look too realistic. If the background's a bit blurry, you want to slightly match that. So add a camera lens blur, it will definitely add to the realism. I'm also going to add a tint and use the color dropper and just select the greens behind me, just to kind of emulate that reflections I'll get on my face, the t-shirt I was wearing, and it just helps kind of add to that realistic color correction. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Last step, key cleaner. So this reduces the chatter behind me. So if I've got like kind of little pixels behind my arm or my ears, this kind of eliminates all of that, and you can fine tune it. But don't use it too much because then you'll notice that bits of your skin will be going, and your hair and your t-shirt. Reduce it a bit, only a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. And to be honest guys, that is the bulk of it. So motion tracking, keying, color correcting, camera lens blur, all of those stuff combined makes a pretty realistic green screen key. Okay, time for the final step, and that is the classic black bars on the top, the color grade. and it really does help give that cinematic look by doing those final adjustments in Premiere Pro. And that is the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope I inspired you guys a little bit to just keep on creating. It doesn't matter, I know the situation sucks, and yeah, we can't travel, but you can achieve this anyway. You don't even need to buy a green screen. You can just try finding a different colored wall, and make sure they're quite vivid colors though, so you stand out, and try keying it out. Just whack it into After Effects, check some Adobe stock, just fly to Bali without actually flying to Bali. Do the same what I did. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that, and more videos to come, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Of course, he leaves me to clear up.